This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take, my NHL playoff take, all in one take. It is Sunday night, May the 7th, and it feels like I haven't done this in a while. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for Daily Canucks Insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Moderators, do what you need to do. Members, legends, Hall of Fame franchise members, thanks for your support as always. We had a wonderful monthly group, a Zoom chat for our legends and Hall of Fame members. We just did that about half an hour ago, and it went really, really well. I had a lot of time, so thanks for your support. And everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, or continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here, I always appreciate you, and I will never take you for granted. So while you're here, subscribe so you can get active in the chat section and get my videos every day. Like the video. There's 23 of you in here already. Thank you. Only 8 likes, so let's bump that up. You can leave a donation, get that donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership, which is the same as a $5 donation. You can upgrade your membership, or you can become a member for the first time. Whatever it is, you know how much I appreciate you. And I'm glad that we can hang out tonight. A typical Sunday night. We got a lot of hockey to talk about. I want to tell you a bit about the documentary, the major motion picture that I'm in. I also want to talk to you about tomorrow night's draft lottery as well. So we have a lot that we can talk about today. And I'm looking forward to just kind of hang out with all of you for tonight. Just realized that my face looks a little bit pale today, but I'm in a really good mood, and I'll talk to. Sorry, the pale comment had to do with the fact that I think I mucked up a lighting setting in here, but we'll make it work. We're here and we're together, and that is the main thing. So welcome once again to all of you here. I'm so glad that you're here, and I will go for the first little bit, talk about some Canucks and playoff stuff. Then I will turn it over to you for 15, 20 minutes. And then because it's Sunday night, it's games night where we'll have some fun, but it's not always fun. We're also a community, more importantly. And I want to highlight this. It says from Edmund, "Hey Clay, I got bad news about my dad. He got diagnosed with a tumor in his pancreas. First time in my life, I am concerned for him." Edmund, thank you for reaching out. You know that this community has your back, has your dad's back. I can't tell, and maybe you want to share if you want to share how if you know if it's cancerous or not, or if he still needs to get it tested. Whatever you want to share, I'm happy to read it, and I appreciate you reaching out and trusting this community with that news. So thank you, Edmund, for sharing that. Wow, that's tough. But I appreciate you letting me know. And let's give some love to Edmund and Edmund's dad in the chat for sure. Let me talk a bit about these hockey games. Then I'll talk a bit about the draft lottery. I'll talk about ESPN documentary, and then I'll turn it over to you for all of your Canucks and hockey related questions. Want to highlight as well. I want to highlight everyone in here, but Missy is here. Missy, as we know, from Seattle. She was at that Seattle game, so she can add in anything she wants when I get to that section in about 3 or 4 minutes. But we'll start off by talking about the Canucks. The Abbotsford Canucks, unfortunately, they are done. They lost 3-2 to the Calgary Wranglers, and that is Calgary's farm team. Abbotsford's obviously Vancouver's farm team, and it was a tight, tough 4-game series. Calgary wins the first two in Calgary, and then Abbotsford wins the third game, the first one at home, and then Calgary wraps up the series in 4. Now, Calgary was the best team in the AHL this year, so nothing wrong with Abbotsford's performance, and some really good performances. You heard a lot about Niels Höglander, Kyle Rao, Christian Wolanin, Tristan Nilsson, others that got a lot of points. But I think Spencer Martin, the biggest thing is, to me, Spencer Martin, the fact that he had a really good playoff and he seems to have his confidence back, that bodes well for the Vancouver Canucks for next season. So there we go. Unfortunately, the Abbotsford Canucks run ends in the second round in 4 games to the Calgary Wranglers. Yet another reason to not like Calgary. I'm just kidding. You do whatever you want. Let's talk very quickly about these 3 playoff games tonight. I will share my screen so we can look at it together. And the first one was a whitewash. It was 8-4. 8-4 for the Devils over Carolina. Obviously a much needed win for the Devils, given that they dropped the first 2 games away in Carolina. And what a statement. What a statement. They were up 3-0 after 1. They were up 5-2 after 2, and they just kept piling it on. And then you see the stats, almost equal shots, 34-30. Not a lot of penalty minutes. Not bad, but not a lot of power plays, I should say. A lot of hits, 79 hits between the 2 teams. And of course, you really look at New Jersey's stats. You have Jack Hughes with 4 points. You have Dawson Mercer with 3. Jesper Bratt, Andre Palat, and Nico Hischier with 2 each. And also John Marino with 2, and Luke Hughes. So this is obviously Quinn Hughes' brother, Luke Hughes, and Jack Hughes' brother, wearing number 43 as well, but a lot bigger than our number 43 Hughes. And he had a good game. He had 2 assists in his first taste of playoff action. So yes, it was indeed 8-4 for the Devils, and they close that series now at least 2-1. So no team has lost at home just yet. Then the one that I think a lot of people are paying attention to, man, it does not look good for Toronto. Florida, first they knock off the mighty Boston Bruins, and it looks like they are going to knock off the Toronto Maple Leafs as well. So Florida wins 3-2 in overtime, scoring 3 minutes into overtime. It was Sam Reinhart, and it was interesting that the goal scorers for Toronto were Lafferty and Gustafsson. So Marner, Matthews, O'Reilly, Nylander, Tavares, none of those guys were on the score sheet tonight. And you really want, if you're a Toronto fan, you need those guys going, and they are not going right now. So Toronto scores first, then they swap goals. Florida, Toronto, Florida, nothing in the third, and then Florida wins with 3. And then, Reinhart kind of enters the zone, and just no one kind of checks him. And he ends up going around the net, and just a lot of weak, passive defensive play for Toronto. I know a lot of Toronto fans, including John, Hot Take Hockey, were not happy. So yeah, none of the big guys got points. And then for Florida, actually, no one, only Aaron Ekblad had multiple points. But you look at the stats, only 53 shots on goal, only 2 power plays, both going to Florida because there's only 4 penalty minutes. And then hits, even compared to the other game, only 52 hits combined. So not a lot there. And then Jason wants me to say that Leafs suck. And then we had the nightcap. I'm sure Missy Love can recap this much better than I can. I just know there are a lot of goals. They chased Jake Ottinger from the net. Actually, let me share this first. We got to give some love to legendary Lucas Gates. And the legend himself gets the donation train out of the station. So thank you to Lucas for the $5.50 donation. Oilers outplayed Vegas last night. They did. They had fans fingering Evander Kane. Yeah, we won't go over it too much because that was, it was weird. I guess because of all the scheduling. That was the only game last night. Then there were 3 tonight, and then they're the only game tomorrow night, right after the draft lottery, which I'll get to. But more importantly, thank you, Lucas, for the donation. Let's give Lucas some love in the chat. Everyone's saying hype, and I love how Carol says Piper Lucas. I think she meant to say hype. Regardless, we will take it. So thank you, Lucas, for that generous donation. And then, Seattle, actually, I was texting with Missy Love just before I got on the stream, and she said the boys were on fire tonight. Eberle scores 2 minutes in. Wenberg, 1 minute after that. Susie, 3 minutes after that. Beniers, 2 minutes after that. So 8 minutes in the game, and the Seattle's already won. They're up 4-0. The shots were 26-25. Not a lot of power plays, but look at all these penalty minutes because there's this big brouhaha at the end of the night. Dallas obviously frustrated, 54 penalty minutes. The Kraken with 36. Not a lot of hits, actually, comparatively speaking. Only 49 hits in this game. But you look at Dellandrea has 10, Jordy Ben has 12 penalty minutes, Max Domi has 10, Marchment has 10, and Hakanpää has 10. But more importantly, look at the points for the Seattle Kraken. You have 2 for Tolvanen, 2 for Wenberg, 2 for Beniers. But look, it evenly spread out. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 9 of the 12 forwards had points, and 3 of the 6 defensemen led by Justin Schultz. Then Grubauer wasn't too busy tonight. So overall, a whipping. So Seattle wins game 1, Dallas wins game 2, and then Seattle wins game 3. I'm just trying to catch up on some of these comments. It was hard to read these comments when I'm doing so. I better stick to what I was doing. Oh, did I say Jordy Ben? Yes, Jamie Benn. Let's go with Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn is the one that's playing for Dallas, not Jordy Ben. Thank you for that. So there's this series, and then of course yesterday, Edmonton storming back on Vegas to tie up the series with it was 5-1 yesterday, right? Was it 5-1? I think it was 5-1. It was bad, whatever it was. Yeah, because it wasn't a shutout. I think it was 5-1. So right now then, for the 4 series, we have Florida beating Toronto 3-0. We have Carolina still leading the Devils 2-1. We have the Kraken leading the Stars 2-1. And we have Vegas and Edmonton tied at 1 game apiece. So a couple of other things that I want to share with you real quick before I throw it over to you. The first one is draft lottery. So this is going to happen tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So I'm sure they'll wrap it all up in the 30 minutes before game 3 of Vegas in Edmonton. And I want to explain something to you real quick, just so I don't know if I'm going to stream it because I'm not sure if I'm going to get home from work. I would love to, but I don't think I'll be working in Surrey tomorrow. So I have it's a meeting, so I don't have any control over when it ends. I may stream, do a live reaction. I may do a quick stream actually once the draft lottery ends. Maybe that's when I start my stream and just come on at 5:30 for half an hour. Or maybe I'm not going to stream the whole Edmonton Vegas game, but maybe I do the third period. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what I do. But regardless, let's look at these odds. So this is in reverse order of how they finish. Anaheim has 25% chance, a 1 in 4 chance of winning the draft lottery. Columbus, Chicago, San Jose, all the way down to Vancouver at 11th with 3%. Now, I'm going to explain something real quick to you. The Canucks can only finish in 1 of 5 spots. First, second, 11th, 12th, or 13th. So hear me out. There's only 2 lottery draws, and a team can only move up 10 spots maximum. So that's why in this website, they don't list 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like teams like Calgary are in there. Because if any of those teams below the Canucks, 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16, if they win, they can only move up 10 spots. So Vancouver is the last team with a shot to get first overall pick because they already 10 spots up means you go to number 1. So hear me out. The Canucks have only 5 places to finish. First, second, 11th, 12th, or 13th. I'll break each of them down really quick. Remember, there's 2 lottery draws. They will win first overall, the Canucks will, if they win the first lottery. Boom. Easy. Done. The Canucks will win second overall if they win the second draft lottery. First overall will be Connor Bedard, likely. Oh, for sure. You can bet on it. Second will likely be Adam Fantilli. The Canucks cannot finish 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th. It's physically impossible. They can finish 11th, stay where they are, if the 2 draft lotteries are won by teams higher than them. Let's say Anaheim, for instance, wins the first one. Let's say even Montreal wins the second one. Because those two teams are above the Canucks, nothing's going to change. So if the two lottery winners are from the top 10 ahead of Vancouver, Vancouver stays in 11th. Because that is most likely that the two lottery winners will be from the top 10. That's why it's the most likely result that the Canucks stay at 11th. However, the Canucks could finish in 12th if one of the 5 teams below them wins one of the two lotteries, first or second. They jump over the Canucks, regardless of where they get up to, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth, and then the Canucks drop down one. Or finally, the worst case scenario, the Canucks could finish in 13th if both lottery draws are won by any two of the 5 teams below them, and they would leapfrog the Canucks, but then they would actually knock them down 2 spots for 2 different winners. So I hope that makes sense. First, second, 11th, 12th, or 13th. So when you're watching tomorrow, this is what you should do. When they go 16, you don't care. When you go 15, you don't care. Well, actually, you do kind of care because whoever 16th is supposed to be, if it's a different team, then you know that the 16th team has won one of the lotteries. So you actually do care what happens 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. You hope that those are the teams that it's supposed to be. And on the broadcast, they'll show who it's supposed to be and then who it actually is. So in a perfect world, you don't see any changes in the bottom 5. Because if you do, that means that at least one of the teams in the bottom 5 have won a spot. Then when it gets to the 13th, you definitely don't want to see the Canucks because that means 2 teams have passed them. When it gets to 12th, you don't want to see the Canucks because that means one team has passed them. And when it gets to 11, you totally do not want to see the Canucks because if you see them, that means the 2 lotteries were won by 2 teams above them. And then we are stuck at 11th, what we were supposed to get. But if somehow you do not see the Canucks logo at 11, then that means we've won one of the 2 lotteries. They'll show GM Patrick Alvin, and he'll be smirking inside, but trying to keep a serious face. But you guys know we'll be going nuts. We'll be going nuts wherever we're watching from. Then you don't worry about 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, and then you worry about 2 or 1. So that's how you should be watching tomorrow. Now, on my members Zoom chat, I think obviously, well, the biggest obvious thing is you can pray, you can have good wishes, you can say we're lucky, we're unlucky, but obviously none of us have control over what happens. We can't predict and say, I told you so because I knew. Then you just can't. Let's be real here. But this is the scenario that I propose. It would be it would be really Canucks if Canuck luck if we drop 2 spots. But let's say it goes the other way. Let's say we do not see our we don't see our name at 11th. Then we watch 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I just have a feeling if we move up, if we win the lottery, we're going to win the 2nd place lottery, not the 1st place. Obviously, it's not what I want. I want Connor Bedard. And I'm not going to complain, though, if we get the 2nd overall pick, who's likely to be Adam Fantilli, another great center. So that's what's going to happen. Like I said, I probably won't stream a live reaction, but I might go live right after the draft lottery is done. So I hope you're excited. I'm very excited. So that's what's going to happen tomorrow at 5 p.m. Finally, I want to tell you about a major motion picture that I'm in. So many of you know I can talk about it now freely. A year and a half ago, in the fall of 2021, I posted a picture. I even talked about it on my stream how I said, I'm part of this project that I can't talk about, blah, blah, blah. But I was interviewed about the Vancouver Canucks. And then I got brought back a couple other times for a follow-up. So really what it is, and before I get to it, I want to recognize Carol. So let's give some love to Carol. Newest legendary Carol Bovenlander with a $5.50 donation. I just wanted to say, listening to go earlier, I'm going to be positive first overall. So Carol wants first overall. We're going to give Carol some love. Despite all her physical afflictions, always here, that deserves some love just by itself. So Carol, thank you for the donation. So bottom line, Kat Jamie, who made the 2 Grizzlies movies, Finding Big Country and The Grizzly Truth, and her directing partner, Asia Youngman, they got backed by ESPN, their 30 for 30 documentary series, which is the best sports series out there. And they completed a show called I'm Just Here for the Riot, and it chronicles the 2011 Stanley Cup riots when we lost on June 15, 2011 to the Boston Bruins. Now, what the story does is it tries to it sets the tone of why people rioted and tries to get into the heads of people. Why did they riot? What kind of mob mentality was there? What consequences have there been? And what punishments have been laid out? And how have these people done since then? I'm mostly in the first 5 minutes of the movie, which is pretty cool. So I'm sandwiched between Roberto Luongo and Don Taylor. Luongo's talking about how it was the best team that Vancouver's ever had. Don Taylor was talking about how he was excited to see a Stanley Cup come to the city potentially. And then I'm in there as well, talking about the Boston Bruins, talking about the President's Trophy. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to admit, it's pretty cool to see. It says Clay Emo, Canucks super fan. Also, it was when I was really working out hard, so I look a lot skinnier. I'm not trying to be vain, but I do. I look skinnier. Makes me want to get back to that place. But most importantly, I was part of a major motion picture, which is pretty cool. So it's streaming online right now, and then it'll come offline for after this week. And then the next time it'll be on will be likely on ESPN and TSN. So very excited to be a part of that project. Huge honor to be a part of that project. And I can't wait for people to see it. One more donation from Carol. That sounded loud. Let's give some love to legendary Carol Bovenlander. Another donation says, listen to order. Clay, Vancouver is going to win. I think she's saying that Vancouver is going to win the draft lottery, and I'm here for it. So thank you, Carol. Thank you for the donation once again. Appreciate you, and let's give her some love as well. So thank you. The legends coming through so far, legendary Lucas Gates and legendary Carol Bovenlander with the donations. Now, I'll do my mid-show sponsor read, and then I'm going to turn it over to you for Canucks and hockey-related questions and comments. But don't start just yet. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Use the link ptforum.com and check out all of their services. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks with your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Once again, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, gift a membership, and if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review because that's what you should do. Let's get to Canucks playoff and hockey questions only. And we'll do this for about 15 minutes and then we'll move to the games. Do we know where the draft lottery is coming from? I thought it was Toronto, but I don't know for sure. Hey, Tyler. Derek, Clay, if the Leafs get swept, do you think they'll fire Sheldon Keefe and or else who will be fired in Toronto? Yep, I think there's a chance. Even though he got them to their second round in 19 years, I do think Kyle Dubas is out as well. LA Women's Hoops, do you know when the documentary will be on ESPN? No, I do not know that. But as soon as I know, I will let you know. My guess is 2 or 3 months. That seems a little long. I don't know what they have to wait for, but I actually have no clue. But I have no clue. It's just my guess right now. Hey, Byrne, nice to see you. If the Canucks get top 5, I mean, sure, a lot of us want Bedard, but if it's top 5, that's a win for the team. Win for the fan base. After all, this is a deep draft. Absolutely. But it won't even be like when we say top 5, it's either going to be barring a trade, it's either going to be 1 or 2. So you can actually say top 2 if you want, because as I explained, we can't actually win 3, 4th, or 5th. Fangirl, you can stream the documentary, but it costs $20. So don't bother spending. If you really want to go, it's hotdocs.ca, HOTDOCS, hotdocs.ca. But please, you don't have to. Don't save your money. Wait till it comes out and you can watch it for free. Another legend coming through. Legendary Andrew Chang with the donation. Hey, everyone. Lucky donation for the Canucks. They better win the lottery draft. That is the plan. Andrew, great to see you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the donation. Let's give some love to Andrew in the chat. I'm just trying to find the link for the documentary because I want to show you. I want to show you where you can rent it if you want. But again, I don't think you have to. Because it's going to come out on for free eventually. But if for whatever reason you want to, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. So this is where you can buy the movie if you want to. Again, it's $20 to stream it. And then you get it for the week. But don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. You can, I'd be happy if you wait till it comes out for free. Edmund, I don't know. I'm going to find out. As soon as I know where it's going to be and when it's going to be, I will let the entire community know for sure. I even tried to take a screenshot off my phone, but they have that technology like Netflix where you can't screen record, nor can you take screenshots. Adam Fantilli's from Michigan too. So is Hughes. There's that Michigan connection, and he's a center. Yes, 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 and yes. What would it take for Hughes to eclipse Makar as overall better defenseman? I think he was the better defenseman this season. I really did. I think Makar, as I explained in my video, I think he got the Norris finalist nod on reputation because he only played 3/4 of the season. Hughes was more consistent. Makar had more points per game. I think as long as Hughes stays consistent, stays healthy, and continues to put up points, will he be better than Makar? Maybe not, but I think the gap isn't going to be that big at all. Fantilli at second would be awesome. I agree. Is Canucks After Dark happening tomorrow? You could do your analysis on there instead of streaming on your channel. Yeah, but that's a fair point. But I think if I streamed at 5:30 or 6, at least it's raw. Especially if the Canucks win the draft lottery, I want to get on pretty quick and capitalize on the hype for sure. But we are going to do Canucks After Dark, but I think we're doing a little bit later. I have to connect with Parker, but I think he told me he has softball games tomorrow, I think. Can't stream in the U.S. Boo. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks for checking out. You're right. It's Canada only. So, LA Women's Hoops, did you actually... Man, LA Women's Hoops, if you actually looked it up and were actually just about to buy it, to watch it, that deserves some love. So, LA Women's Hoops, if you were trying to actually stream it, buy it now, you are good. You are good. Thank you for that. Pierre, do you think Florida is better this year than they were last year when they won the President's Trophy? Does it have to do with the overall impact of Tkachuk? I definitely think you look at the team itself. I think they are better because of Tkachuk. Tkachuk's amazing. And they're getting hot at the right time. Sometimes, and obviously Boston proved it, you can be really good President's Trophy winner, but if you run up against a tough matchup, a tough goalie or a tough team, it doesn't really mean that much, does it? It's pretty crazy. If the Canucks won the cup, would you stream right after? Oh, of course. Fangirl. Of course. I would do a 24-hour stream if the Canucks win the Stanley Cup, for sure. If Leafs are out, is Austin Matthews going to leave? I don't think so. Doesn't he? Is his contract for a long time still? I think so. I think so. You guys are quiet tonight. Well, it's not that big, too. There's only 32 in here, so we'll keep going. We'll do games in about 10 minutes. Who do you think is more valuable player right now in the NHL, Matthew Tkachuk or Austin Matthews? It's easy, Joker, to say it's Matthew Tkachuk because his is the team that's up 3-0, and Matthews basically disappeared for today at least. Am I still confident that PD resigns here? Yes, especially if we win the lottery. Any changes coming to Rogers Arena? They are working on a new elite sounds snobby, but a new expensive fan section down near the tunnels. Can you ask Alvin what his strategy to win the lottery and bring Bedard home? Hey, Patrick Alvin, who's still in my closet, how are we going to win the draft lottery tomorrow? He said luck. That's all he said. I just want to thank you for listening to me. That's all I was trying to say, Clay. Carol, I will always listen to you. Always. Leafs are pretty much a lost cause right now. They did amazing, though. Yep, Tyler, yes. But a lot of people are saying if they get swept, technically speaking, they got further than they have in the past 2 decades. But is it any better? Is it any better that they went 0-4? We'll see. We'll see. Am I shocked how bad the Leafs are doing? A little bit. I'm surprised. I didn't expect them to be down 3-0, maybe even 2-1. Luke Hughes looks good. Man, if you saw one of the goals they scored, they won the draw to him, and he actually attacked the net, and he got a second assist on that goal because of just how aggressive he was. I like him so far. You think Vancouver's going to get some new players in the offseason? I don't think so, Carol. I think they're capped out, so I don't think they have a lot of wiggle room to get new players. Line brawl after the puck drops. Yeah, Brian's still waiting for that big fight. I think Brian's really tapped into some aggression in the last little bit. Do you think the Canucks should have drafted Matthew Tkachuk? Of course I do. It's so easy to say that now when you look at what's happening. Of course. But who knows if Tkachuk would have stayed, but with some success. Can you imagine Tkachuk on a line with PD? Oh. A sweep of the Leafs by the Panthers, should it happen, will be the Leafs' first post-1970s one of a best-of-7 series and otherwise of a post-19 any playoff series. Oh, talking about getting swept? Yeah, it's not great to get swept, for sure. Usually the season, Tyler, doesn't come out until late summer. Usually August, because that's when I know I'm starting to sell tickets, or September. There were fights last night. Yeah, that's true, Tyler. Are the Canucks going to improve, or will other teams be better than them? Well, I don't think it's going to be intentional, Fillmore. I just don't know. They don't have a lot of cap space. That's a tricky thing. No, it's all good, Brian. The only way we get new players will be trade for Besser, Beauvillier. That's true. That's a great point, Fangirl. I've always said that you got to move one, if not two, of Beauvillier, Besser, or Garland. We will do 5 more minutes, and for these 5 minutes before we play games, it can be either. It can be Canucks questions or Ask Me Anything. I will do either or. Gurpreet, I think the Leafs' first round issues have shown up in round 2 because the Leafs had some luck in the first due to Tampa being tired after 3 straight finals. Yeah, they played a full season extra over the past 3 years. Otherwise, they would have been eliminated. Yeah, it's tough to say, but they are certainly not looking good against Florida for sure. So any Canucks hockey-related questions or Ask Me Anything for 5 more minutes, and then we will go from there. We got to give some love to Carol, who gifted a membership. Thank you, Carol, by gifting a membership. It's basically the equivalent of $5 donation, but it's even better because now that person gets perks, membership perks for a month. So Indigo Hertz gets the membership. That is awesome. That is awesome because Indigo has been here for a long time, and I'm glad that he or she got the membership. So congratulations, Indigo, and thank you to Carol. If I can live anywhere in Vancouver, where would you live? Well, if I wasn't in Steveston, which I love, Steveston and Richmond, I would want to live downtown, but I know it'd be very expensive to do so. I'm a downtown kind of guy. You could do a members video, your reaction to the draft lottery. Oh, not a bad idea, but I think something like that, Fangirl, I'd want everyone to see. But that's a good idea. Thank you. Hey, Gary, long time no see. What time is the stream done? Why, Jay? You bored already? Come on, man. I'm just hitting my groove. No, I'll go till, usually on Sunday nights, I finish off between 11:30 and 11:45. But I see your messages on my phone, Jay. I'll get to you at that time. No release date on the 30 for 30 Wikipedia page, but last 2 releases were December of 2022 and February near the Super Bowl, maybe after the Cup Finals. Ooh, good point, Ellie Women's Hoops. Thanks for looking that up, and you are awesome for your effort. If I could swap one of your children, which one would it be? I'm not going there, but believe me, I've thought about all 3 at different times. East Hastings is too dangerous? Yeah, not my favorite place. Or you could give that video to us members a day early. That's true. I could. Yeah, great point. I think for that video is going to have to be timely though. For non-timely, where it doesn't matter when it comes out, I think I can start releasing videos to members earlier. That's a good point. That's a good point. Do I think Linus Carlson will make the jump next year? I think you only have success utilizing the top 6. Yes. And I think we're stacked in the top 6. And I've heard there are concerns about his skating, but I don't know. I can't say for sure because I never watched an Abbotsford game live. Jason says 45 people in here, which is awesome. Can we get 45 likes? Same chances of us winning the lottery. Hours ago, the Leafs lost not even 4 minutes into single OT. Yeah, that was not. That was a continuation of another comment. Okay, friends, I think I'm going to start to transition now to our games. No, I'm going to give you 2 or 3 more minutes. Actually, let's do this. I'll just highlight them. What's going to be the very first thing you do if and when the Canucks win the draft lottery tomorrow? What's going to be the very first thing you do when the Canucks win the draft lottery tomorrow? Put in the chat. I'll highlight some of your responses. What's the very first thing you do? Oh, scary about the bomb scare. Gary, just hang tight. You'll see in 5 minutes. It's not, we play it as a group, so it's not an individual competition or anything like that. Indigo is going to call me. All right. I'll somehow get you my number. No problem. Do I think Hoglander will come back to the Canucks next year? Yes, I do. I do think he's going to make the team out of training camp. Coach Rob will make a YouTube video. Good. That's a good idea. I think you should do that. I will cry tears, grown man tears. I will hug my grandmother as well. She won't know. Yeah, just start hugging her. That's awesome, Gary. Love it. Love it. Love it. Brian will dance in his backyard. I like that too. Probably, and then want to start a fight. I'm just kidding, Brian. All love. That's good. That's good. I might dance too, but you guys don't seem to like that on the channel. Maybe drink a Gatorade and get a lotto ticket. I like that. Good idea. I don't plan to do anything particular should the Canucks win the draft. Oh, of course, because you're a Toronto fan. Give another higher than the Habs. So you want to have. Clay should host an emergency party. Yeah, maybe not at my house. I'll find a neutral location. I did see that Godobin's coming back to the NHL. Oh, I like this one from Tony. Pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. That's true. I will give myself a couple slaps to make sure I'm okay. Order a Bedard jersey. Yeah, why wait? Do the gritty? Me or you, J-Kid? Maybe we'll do a joint one. How does that work? It'll be ugly for sure. Tyler will do a video. Nice. Shannon. I'll be at work and I'll try to announce it over the video. Guess what? Walmart shoppers, the Canucks have won the draft lottery. That would be amazing. Shannon, if you do that and you get footage, that would be the best thing ever. Bedman owes us Bedard after all the times we've been screwed. I don't know. I think a lot of teams would feel like they haven't gotten a fair shake. Okay, last minute. Oh, nameplate has fallen. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta put some more sticky on it. Oh, I do the gritty. Gotcha. Thanks, Coach Rob. Okay, friends, I'm going to get ready for the games now. So if you've played, this is always the fun time. You notice how the numbers of viewers spike up when it's time to play the games. I have no problem with that. That means you guys like playing these things, which is great, which is awesome. So let's play these things. As always, if you've played already today, oh no! Before we get started though, I gotta do this. I gotta highlight this. I'm 4 to 6 weeks away from meeting my newborn son. When should I bring him to Canucks game? Okay, so I'm not Tyler. First of all, congratulations. I think I'm not the best judge because Gail and I were bringing Sean to games when he was 6 months old, and we're bad parents. We never, you know how you see a lot of cute kids with the earmuffs on or the headphones. Earmuffs because their parents don't want their kids to like wreck their ears. We didn't do that. Sean was 6 months old. We were already bringing him to games. We didn't care about his ears. But maybe that's why Sean is such a hardcore fan is because we brought him to games at such a young age. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, friends, don't spoil it if you've already played. Here we go. Who is this? Who is it? So, yes, the BMO marathon was today. So, Gary, because Gary's never played these games before, I'm going to give Gary the first shot. So, if Gary is still in the chat, Gary, I want you to look at the screen and tell me who you think that is. Hey, Gary. Okay, Gary, tell me who you think that player is from a silhouette. I'm giving you first dibs tonight. It's usually an active player from the NHL. So, Gary, we will wait on you. Give me the first guess of tonight. Who is that? You know, that's what I might do. I might start, not all the time, but maybe to change it up, I might call on people for guesses. But then I got to wait until they guess, though. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. Okay, Gary says McDavid. Gary says McDavid. So, the green means it is a center, and he's 26 years old, and he's left-handed, and he's small. He's smaller than 6'1". He's smaller than 193. But the biggest thing here is we know it's an Eastern Conference player who's not Canadian. So an Eastern Conference player who's not from Canada, but who's a center. I will take any guess now from anyone. Anyone can guess now. Anyone can guess. Shannon just said, get them the earphones to protect their ears. Yeah, I wasn't a very good parent, I guess. Okay, so then Fangirl says Austin Matthews, who's a center, who's not from... Not bad. Actually, that wasn't a bad guess because you were only 1 year off. But yeah, he is a bit bigger than this guy. So we know now, we got the Atlantic Division right. So it's someone from the Maple Leafs division. Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Boston, Buffalo, all those guys, Florida, Tampa, and Detroit. And we know he's not Canadian or... Sorry, White Ninja. We know he's not Canadian or American. Jack Maloney says Sebastian Aho. Yeah, but that's the wrong division. That's the wrong division. It's got to be someone from the Atlantic, not the Metro. Suzuki. No, Suzuki's Canadian, though. We got to find a non-North American player, a center who's 26 years old from the Atlantic Division. Again, that's Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Boston, Buffalo, Florida, Tampa, and Detroit. Who do we got? Well, let's just think of centers that are in the Atlantic Division who aren't Canadian or American. Like, are there any Swedish centers? I'm trying to think of for Ottawa. Krejci's a little bit older than White Ninja. Krejci is way older than 26, but maybe it'll give us a hint as opposed to... Yeah, Krejci's 37. I probably shouldn't have typed that in. But we know he's not a Czech player either. Kampf. No, but Kampf's on Toronto, and we know that our answer isn't from Toronto. We know it's not Maple Leaf Boston or Boston. It's okay. We still have 5 more guesses. I'm pretty confident that we're going to get it. You guys are pretty smart. Who's the center for the Atlantic Division? 26 years old and not that big. Ooh, I like that. Oh, actually, that was a good guess. White Ninja, because you basically got the age, although he's a bit bigger. Weird. So it's not a Canadian, a US, a Czech, or a Finn. But we're getting the German player from the Sens. Who does Suter play for? Oh, that looks like his hair. Nicely done. Nicely done. P.S. Suter, is that how you say his name? Plays for the Red Wings from this country. Whatever that is. Wait, if that's Czech, who's this? Great job. Great job. So, Gary, it's your first time playing, and you help us solve it. So that is awesome. That is awesome. Okay. White Ninja. White Ninja. I'm calling on you, White Ninja. Give me a hockey player. Oh, Swiss. Thank you. Give me a hockey player. Thanks, Kevin. Give me a hockey player whose name has 7 letters in it. So, White Ninja, I'm giving you the first guess for this game. I need a hockey player's name that has 7 digits in it. No, Gary, you just win pride, man. You just win pride. No, White Ninja's got to be fast. Or else I'll come back to you another time. It can be anyone. We're not going to get it on the first guess. So White Ninja, I'll give you like 15 more seconds. Otherwise, I know I put you on the spot. But any name that has, it can be Matthews. No, Matthews has 8 letters. Tavares. Pride is worth more than a bit. Yes, you cannot put a price on pride, Gary. Wait, White Ninja, 10 more seconds. Okay, he said Tavares. Not a bad guess. So now I'll take a guess from anyone. The E is here, and we know there's an R and there's an A. But we can cheat a little bit. We can even guess a name that doesn't have an E or an R and A in it, because I just like to eliminate some more letters. So someone give me a name that's 7 letters long that has an O, a U, or an I in it. I want to eliminate some more vowels. I think that's the way to go with these things. So someone give me a name that has an O, a U, or an I. I want to get some more vowels out there. And then we can try and be smart after that. 7 letters is tough, by the way. Like, what's another name that has O's and U's or I's? Indigo Marner's only 6 letters. It's got to be 7. Although it would match nicely with the E, the A, and the R. But no, it's got to be 7 letters. What else we got? What else we got? I'll take any name just so we can eliminate some more letters. Maybe with an N in it, or a P, or a C. Oh, that's not bad. Actually, I like that. Okay. Didn't eliminate as much as I wanted to. So now, we know that our player's name has an E in the second to last spot, and also an F, an A, and an R somewhere. So we have 4 of the 7 letters. Brian Kuprasov is 8 letters. Or 9 letters, actually. I think we might have it already. Oh, what a great guess. That was an awesome guess, White Ninja, because you actually fulfilled the criteria of having the E, the R, and the A. But look, we now know there's an F here and there's an E here. And there's also an R and an A. So whose last name starts with F? Oh, can I guess? I think I got it, actually. You guys, I think I got it. Am I allowed to guess, or do you want me to leave it to you guys? Let me know. Let me know in the chat if I'm allowed to guess. Forsberg's 8-letter Indigo. You got to learn how to count, man. I'm just bugging you. Yes, Sebastian and White Ninja. Exactly. Very good. Nice job, Sebastian. And White Ninja and Indigo. Very good. Excellent. Now we go to Wordle, which is no, that's not that one yet. Oh, I just gave a sneak peek here. We go to Wordle first, and then Sebastian. Hey DSS, Sebastian. I'm gonna give you first guess because you're the first one to type Franz in. So Sebastian, give me a word. And I'm just bugging you, Indigo. Sebastian, give me a word. If you can give it to me in the next 30 seconds, I will take it from you. A 5-letter word. Now, standard Wordle strategy is to use a word with a lot of vowels, a rise, a do, audio, just so it can get you going, but you don't have to. That's just one strategy. So Sebastian, I'll give you 15 more seconds. I know there's a bit of a 5-second delay, so you're going to be on the clock. 10, 9, SMW, you're like, okay, Sebastian picks stars. Not the best starting word. Yes, because we got blanked, but that's okay. It's okay. So maybe I'll do one. So it doesn't have an A. It doesn't have an A. Actually, I'll take any word that doesn't have an A, R, T, or an S. No, can't use apple, Brian, because A. House, I can't use Tony because there's no S. So I need a word that doesn't have an S, T, A, or an R. I'll take the next one I see that doesn't have an S, a T, an A, or an R. STAR, star. Oh, Jimmy. Welcome, Jimmy. Out of the blue. Lucky. He's feeling it for the... That was actually not a bad guess. So now I wonder if we should pick a word that has an I or an O or an E. Actually, we haven't really nailed any vowels yet. So we do know that this word has a U and an L in it. A U and an L. A U and an L. I wonder if it's Oh, maybe not. I'll take any word that has a U and an L, but no C, K, Y, S, R, A, or T. Clump. Oh, no, sorry, can't have a C. Can't have a C. Cleft, can't have a C. Until, can't have a T. Quell. Oh, I shouldn't have guessed it because the U can't be there. So we still, at least we got rid of an E. No, there's no T. Plump. Just plump, fill. No, we need, the word's got to end with an L. The word's got to end with an L. You know, I really like this, except we can't use this T because we know there's no T. This is interesting. Ungel? No. This is tough. This is tough. There's that U there. Does anyone else think that it starts with a U? Okay, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to try until because it at least gets an I out there as well. And the N. Let's try it. Oh, that was bad. I wasted. Dang. So all we know is that the U is here or here. Because we know it's not in the first or second. This is tough, guys. POW. O-L. O-L. Something U-L. Oh, okay. Should I try this, you guys? G-H-O-U-L. I'm trying this. Okay. So once in a while, I do contribute. And good. We got it. Now, my new favorite game, which I admit I didn't like. Thank you, Indigo. Once in a while, I contribute. Once in a while. What country is this? That looks like a pancake or the top of someone's head. But what country is that? And remember, for Wordle, I wait until I get two of the same guess. So that way I'm just not, if someone's thought that was Japan, I'm not just going to type Japan because I know that's not Japan. So we got an Austria. As soon as I see more than one, I will do it. So Gurpreet says Austria. What else do we have? Ukraine, South Africa, Pakistan. We have 2 votes for Austria. Oh, wow. We are very close to Austria. We are only 400 kilometers from Austria. So think of think of a European country. Okay, we got 2 for China. Is that? I don't think that's China, is it? Okay, bad guess. What's close to Austria, you guys? Remember, no cheating. We got a Liechtenstein. You guys must be hungry because we're getting a lot of hungry. Let's go. Good job. Here we go. Now, we have to do neighboring countries of Hungary. So again, I will take anytime I see more than one of a vote. Austria's got to be one of them, right? Okay, I got Austria. That's my contribution. Now I will take any of these ones. I don't know if you can see it well on your screen. So anything that I see more than one vote for, I will type in. So we have 1 vote for Poland. We have Slovakia. We have Ukraine. Latvia. Croatia. So no doubles yet. Okay, we have 2 for Croatia. We have 2 for Croatia and then 2 for Ukraine. So we're going to do those first. Croatia. We got it. Then I got a Ukraine. We got that. Very good. You guys are smart. See, I see Romania. I see Vancouver. I see Czech. We're doing well so far. We are doing well so far. Okay, we got 2 for Romania. Let's try that. Nice. Nicely done. You guys are smart. 3 more. Slovenia, Russia. I don't think it's Russia in there. Well, the way I remember the old USSR was a lot bigger, but maybe Russia proper is smaller. Slovakia. So I got Slovenia, Russia, Slovakia. Actually, I got 2 Slovakias. Boom. You guys are good. Serbia borders Croatia. Well, let's try it. We have a couple guesses to give. Holy smoke. You guys are so smart. Okay, we need 1 more. You guys are so smart. We got a Bulgaria. We got Albania. We have Slovenia. I've seen 2 for Slovenia, so we got to go with that. Oh, I think this is the first time that we went perfect on this. You guys are smart. You guys are very smart. What's the capital city of Hungary? I have no clue. Do not look it up. Do not look it up. Do not Google it. Does anyone know what the capital city of Hungary is? Sebastian says Budapest. That sounds right. Let's go. Too good. Okay, here's the flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is the Hungarian flag? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which flag is... So we have a vote for 3. 3, 3. Well, the first 3 people said 3. Okay, 4 people said 3. Okay, you guys, this is too easy for you. For population, you're going to vote in the poll. Population. A, B, C, D. Okay, friends, put it in the chat. You have 30 seconds to vote on this one. What is the population of Hungary? You have 30 seconds to vote. What is the population of Hungary? Yeah, don't type it in. You can, but vote in the chat. That's better, because this is how I'm going to do this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. %, said D. And we got that right too. Wow. Oh, Fangirl, yesterday's answer was Canada. I would have got that one right, I think. And then finally, last one, currency. Once again, we are voting in the poll. Oh, I spelled currency wrong. A, B, C, and D. You have 30 seconds to vote on the currency of Hungary. And if we get this right, we are the smartest hockey community here on YouTube. We gotta be. We gotta be. $15 seconds. Vote in the chat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In the chat, the winner is B, but very slight. Wow. You guys, we went 100% tonight. We went 100%. That was our best showing ever. We got Hungary, and we are hungry. We got the 7 bordering countries. We got the capital. We got the population. We got the currency. We are just too smart. Friends, thanks for being here tonight. I'm going to wrap it up now. I will have to play by ear what's going to happen over the next couple of days. So the best way to know when I'm streaming and from where is to check out my community tab. But I think what I'm going to try and do is at least do a quick stream tomorrow night, either during or right after the draft lottery, and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned on my community tab, and I'll do my best to update you right there. You guys are the best. Thank you. So moderators, thank you for the good work that you did. And I don't think you had to do too much today, which is a very good thing. Thank you to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Carol Bovenlander, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support. Also, thanks to everyone who donated tonight. And that would be the legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, and legendary Andrew Chang. So legends coming through tonight. And then Carol Bovenlander also donating a membership, which went to Indigo as well, which is awesome. To all of you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. So on your way out, subscribe, like the video, become a member, upgrade your membership, leave a donation or a gift of membership. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And once again, thank you to my sponsors, Vancity Experts Real Estate and Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. I hope to see all of you either during or right after the draft lottery. If you pray, if you have good thoughts, if you just want to just vibe it to them, could this be the time could this be the year that we win the draft lottery and Connor Bedard comes to Vancouver? We shall see. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Speaking of hungry, yesterday I ate my clock. It was very time consuming. Yes, especially when I went back for seconds. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.